I'm going to the Stitch Festival tomorrow. And I gotta make an outfit for it. Because apparently that's what everybody does. And also I have a beautiful like embroidered cotton that I got from Rainbow Fabrics that I need to make into something, and they are there tomorrow as well, so I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to use that fabric. And I have an idea. I want to make a sort of like bubble frock type of thing. Let me explain.
I just need my hard drive.
The fabric is this beauty right here, which I showed you actually in the second to last video. I did a little bit of a fabric haul, and this is what I'm going to be working with today. So I have 3 meters of this, plenty, and I want to make a short dress that has a lot of volume and long sleeves and looks a bit whimsy. Now let's make a mood board together, shall we? A mood board. So there's a few things that I like. So this one's the first one. This is super cute, so I'm gonna copy that image and pull it over. I really like the sleeves here. Collar is also cute, but I think I'm gonna do something else for the collar. But let's just pull a few things together, shall we? Right, okay, so that's the inspo. We can see volume, we can see ruffles, we can see embroidery in some parts, at least on the first picture around the collar and stuff. Let me sketch something and then we can take it from there. I think I came up with something that I really like and really enjoy. It's a bit of a risk because I've never made anything like this before, and it requires, I mean, what does it require? It's about like proportions, and it's about getting the proportions right, I guess. But I like it a lot. Right, I've been working on a button-down shirt pattern for a while. I'm gonna use that or my Clio dress for the bodice, for the top, and for the sleeves. I might do that. Well, I'll just show you. There's no point in explaining, is there? So let's do it. So all the pieces are cut now, which means, or like all the paper pieces are cut now, so I have to cut all of my fabric pieces now. So let's go. Okay, I'm gonna kick things off with assembling the bodice right here because I'm curious what that's gonna look like. This is such a gamble. I love how I always end up gambling with fabrics that I can't afford to gamble away. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's maybe a bit of an adrenaline thing. This was gifted to me, and it's important that this ends up nice. So we better do our best to actually achieve that. I think we have the top sort of done. And it looks cute. I mean, it's totally like freestyle, but sometimes that's what you gotta do, isn't it? So I quite like it. It's not perfect, but I don't think it has to be. The cuffs are a bit faux cuffs. They're not actually that functional. You can't open them. So that's one thing that maybe you won't like, but I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it. I can live with that. So I think the top is cute. Now I need to attach the skirt, which is gonna be interesting. I'll put it together first and then I'll attach it. Oh, it's one of those days where I don't drink. I'm totally dehydrated. I don't know, like these sewing marathons, doing something in a single day, they are fun, definitely, but they're certainly not healthy. They can't be. But it's okay, you know, we have the creativity pouring out of us. I just hope that it looks good in the end. I'm almost done. I'm losing the plot a little bit right now, but actually all I have to do is to attach the skirt and then I'm done. And check the proportions. Maybe I have to lengthen or shorten it. And then maybe add a little ruffle on the collar, but that's it. And then I'm done. So I should just try and push through. We're almost there. All right, guys, you're still wobbling. There isn't gonna be a fancy reveal today because I just had no time. I literally made this dress yesterday. I went to the knitting and stitching show today. I literally just came back, so I'm gonna just run you through the dress as is. This is what I ended up with. It is a frock for sure. It has something a little nightgowny about it, not gonna lie. This is the back, and I wore it with like cute little loafers and my black bag. And I think the contrast kind of made the fit. I want to say, like, it's all about accessorizing things, right? So this is kind of what I wore today. People actually ask me about the pattern, so maybe there's something to it. I freestyled this, so there isn't a pattern for this, but maybe I'll make one of it. Let me know what you think. I definitely think that this makes it interesting. I went through iterations, right? So the first version of this didn't have this little ruffle here. I added that later because I have quite weak shoulders and I need something that makes me a little wider on top than my hips are. So I added that later. I also fixed the cuffs, so I actually have proper cuffs on this now with a cute little pearl button. So they're functional, so I could even like open them up and do something like that if I wanted to, or like wear it loose all together, if that's the vibe. Looking good, looking cute. I kind of like it. It has something, I told my friend, it has something a little Korean about it, like the traditional Korean dress. The silhouette is kind of a little bit like that because they're tied up under the bust and then go out like this. So that was the fit of the day. I spent so much money, so let's talk about it. We need to do a haul. Wouldn't be right otherwise. I went with my friend. We had a great time. We bought a lot of fabric. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different types of fabric. So let's discuss. Let's start at the beginning, I guess, shall we? So the first fabric I got is this beautiful viscose from Roy's Material World. Had this beautiful viscose right here that has this gorgeous rose floral pattern on it. I am obsessed. It is so reformation coated. When I saw this, I knew that I wanted to make a Frankie dress out of this, true to the original inspo. So I think I'm gonna make this for my summer vacation because it's viscose, so it doesn't really crinkle that much, which makes it a great travel fabric. So really excited about it. Right, so that's the first one I got. Got 3 meters of this, so plenty of it. And then I went to my good friends at Rainbow Fabrics, which you do know that I have a ambassadorship going with them right now. They sent me these beautiful fabrics, so the one that I'm wearing right now is from them as well. And they had a lot of gorgeous stuff as per usual. So I picked up this one. The first one that I picked was this, which is like a medium weight cotton with this beautiful floral print on it. It also has some strawberries, which makes it really cute. And it has a gorgeous border around the selvage, which is really nice. And I'm thinking about, I discussed this once before, potentially making a type of traditional Austrian dress pattern, but like not exactly, like give it my own twist and make it a little bit more modern. And this could actually be a very, very nice option for that dress. So that's why I got this. It would also make a beautiful kimono or something like this. And it also, I mean, when I looked at it, it kind of reminded me of my grandma, because my grandma loved wearing prints like this. So a bit of a sweet spot in my heart. We have something that's totally out of my usual style range, which is this kind of like very modern, like watercolor type knit fabric. It does have a spring to it. It does have some elasticity to it. And I actually saw a really cool asymmetrical dress at Reese earlier today, which I really liked. It has this kind of like tank top style top and then a ruching in the waist, which is a little similar to the checkered dress that I made in the destashing video last fall that all of you really loved, and an asymmetrical hem. And I think that could look fire with this print. And again, because it's a knit and it has a bit of a spring to it, it's not gonna crinkle very easily, which makes it a great travel dress. So maybe also a good contender for my holiday wardrobe that I need to start making soon. And then I also got this beautiful linen from Rainbow Fabrics. Rust is my color, you people. Look at this, just looks nice. So I got plenty of this because I made this dress 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I think it was my first year on YouTube, quite a long time ago. And I really liked this design. However, the dress came out a little short, which is why I never actually wore it much, although I really liked the design. And I always wanted to remake it, and now I found the right fabric for it. So I think I'm gonna do that this summer. So that's all of my rainbow fabric finds. Then I went to M. Rosenberg & Son, which I really love them. They actually, I always end up buying lots from them also at the Knitting and Stitching show. And they had the cutest little helpers today, which packed my order, 2 little kids, which was adorable. And what I bought there is, first of all, this one, which is a very simple, I think this is cotton. I didn't ask, but I assume it's cotton. Quite weighty checker fabric. And what I'm planning on making with this is actually a mini Sally dress that I don't have to line. I want a very simple everyday version of the Sally dress, mini length, that I can wear in the summer when it gets warmer. Inspo for that is this one, which is exactly the pattern I have on my shop, just different color. And this is what I bought this for. And then I also bought this gorgeous, gorgeous buttermilk yellow linen from M. Rosenberg & Sons. And buttermilk yellow is the only yellow I can wear, and it's really hard to find. So when I saw this, I knew that I needed to get it. And I have a very specific dress in mind for this. It's actually something that I saw last season at Zara. So that was a beautiful sort of like occasion wear dress with thin straps, square neck, no waist seam, just continuous down, midi length bubble skirt. That's the word, bubble skirt. And I'm still quite obsessed with the idea of bubble skirts. So I'm thinking about maybe making a pattern that kind of falls into that ballpark. And this fabric will be perfect for it. That's what I bought this for. Okay, and now find of the day. That's the name of the brand. She was, I think, apparently, from what I understood, a participant in the ITV Destination show, which is a show for sewists and designers who compete in making the Marks & Spencer summer collection. I think they actually tried to
cast me as well.
I haven't followed up, but I digress. What's going on is that this amazing human makes the most gorgeous prints, and I spent a lot of money there. So let's discuss. So the first one that I bought is this beautiful satin right here. Look at this. I mean, come on. Is this gorgeous or what? I'm obsessed. So it has little birds and the little lady and cacti and the moon and all those beautiful things with beautiful colors, which is often hard to find. I find when I look for dopamine dressing fabrics, they often are so stark and like harsh and like screaming. But this is subdued, which works for me because I cannot wear neon colors. So I have a button-down shirt, an oversized button-down shirt in the making, a pattern in the making, and I think I'm gonna make a version of it in this. This is gonna be so cute, and it's also gonna be great for summer and maybe a good contender for my holiday wardrobe. So that's the first one that I got there. I'm gonna do my favorite at the end. Then I got this crepe. I mean, I don't know if I have a favorite. I love all of these 3 equally, but the prints are just out of this world. I love this so much. I'm going to make a lounge wear set out of this for the ages, and I'm gonna wear it every freaking day. I already know that I'm gonna be obsessed with it. So it has stars and the moon and the sun, and it's like celestial, and it has the most beautiful colors that work with my skin tone, and I'm just so happy. I'm so happy I found this. So yeah, cohort set is what this is gonna be. Probably a sort of shirt and wide-legged trousers is what I want to make with this. And then this is, I think, my favorite due to
several reasons that I'm not sure I want to share right now.
but I have my reasons. So this is a cotton sateen, at least it feels like it, and it has a dragon on it. This is the dragon cotton, and it has the sun and the moon and a bird randomly. And I'm just obsessed with it. This is so gorgeous.
I love it so much.
So yeah, I'm gonna make wide-legged trousers out of this, and I'm gonna wear them every day. I'm in fabric heaven right now. So these are my picks from the Stitch Festival. What do you think? Do you have a favorite? Is there one that you're looking forward to me making into something? Let me know. I am super motivated right now to get back into creative sewing. So since I've released my Julie twin set on Wednesday, I've kind of like parked the idea of releasing a new sewing pattern for the time being. I want to do a little bit more creative sewing again. So do expect to see these fabrics made into garments soon on this channel. And then the last thing I want to say, I was approached by some of you today at the Stitch Festival. Some of you decided to say hi because they recognized me, which is so surreal when that happens. It's happened a few times now, and every time it does, I'm like so happy and excited, and it's just so nice to get to speak to some of you in person. And I just wanted to say thank you, and it really made my day. And thank you for your continued support, I guess is what I want to say. So yeah, in the future, if any of you do see me somewhere in the real world, please say hi. It just always makes my day, and it's super surreal. But anyway. And that's it. That's all I had to share today. Not a usual video. We had a bit of sewing, we had a bit of fabric haul, we had a bit of sponsorship, I guess, with Rainbow Fabrics. I hope you enjoyed it, and that's the last video for this month that I'm gonna share. So next weekend I'm gonna be off, and then I'll see you in April. Can you believe it? It's already April. I know, crazy stuff. Anyway, see you soon. Chat to you in the comments. Bye-bye. Okay, so where to put these now? This continues to be the question I ask myself.